Yo, what's up, guys? We are so back right now with Pyramid Head. He has received a massive overhaul, rework to a lot of his add-ons, as well as giving him some base kit stuff. And other people have made videos talking about these changes and build videos and stuff. But today, first and foremost, we are going to be tier listing all of these new add-ons, and I'm going to give you guys my full breakdown of what I think is the best, what I think is the worst, and so on and so forth. I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, smash like, and be sure to share this video with your friends. All right. So I've been playing Pyramid Head pretty much since he came out. I have taken breaks like during the MFT era, but Pyramid Head was my first ever killer main. I like to think I know a lot about this killer. I have over 3,000 hours on him. I love this killer. He is genuinely so fun. Aesthetically, one of the coolest killers in the entire game. Anyway, kind of irrelevant. Let's get into it. So, first and foremost, Obsidan Goblet, I truly believe, is the strongest add-on for him right now. This add-on is ridiculous. You can literally break pallets with the M2. You can zone the ever-loving crap out of a survivor. This add-on is just insane. And at the same time, you can injure and down the survivor while breaking the pallet, which is just insane. This add-on turns Pyramid Head into like one of the strongest zoning killers in the entire game. He punishes you incredibly hard for misplaying and dropping a pallet in his face. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. So this is an S tier add-on right now, as it stands, 100%. And going forward, we have the Iridescent Seal of Metatron. This add-on decreases the base range, but the more that you drag, you increase your range up to 200%. So you can basically get like a 30-meter friggin' M2, which is absolutely wild. This is actually a healthy add-on because it encourages players to drag and to leave trails in the ground. So this is actually a very healthy add-on as well, but it is incredibly strong. On certain maps with a lot of choke points, even if the survivor is very far from you, you're going to land that hit from a great distance, which is wild. Yeah, this is an S tier for sure. This is absolutely an S tier. Yeah, no question, S tier. However, I do think that this add-on is not as strong as the Obsidan Goblet. I think the Obsidan Goblet just pushes ahead by a little bit. The one thing to consider is that the further away a survivor is, the easier it is to dodge the M2. So, you know, going for those big snipes on certain survivors, they can dodge it pretty easily sometimes. But yeah, all right, going forward. We have the Crimson Ceremony book. So the Crimson Ceremony book, survivors damaged by Punish of the Damned suffer from hemorrhage and mangled. So it basically gives you Sloppy Butcher on your M2. And this is a solid add-on, very solid indeed. I'm gonna throw this in the A tier for sure. In the healing kind of meta right now, this is really nice. And anything that kind of slows them down and discourages healing is really good for you. So that's great. Yeah, we'll throw that in the A tier, definitely. Now we have the Lost Memories book. Survivors injured by Punishment of the Damned suffer from Oblivious status effect for 80 seconds. So this is pretty good. Oblivious is great. And for 80 seconds as well, it is pretty solid. You're going to get more value from this on an indoor map. The thing about this is that you're going to want to land M2s and kind of leave so that you can maybe get that follow-up hit a little bit easier. Most Pyramid Heads will land an M2 and just go for that survivor. So it could help you in chase. I'm gonna say this is like low B tier. It's not bad. It's not bad. I could see some insane value coming from this, but yeah, not the strongest, but not the worst either. Like 80 seconds of Oblivion, that's not bad at all. So yeah, I'm gonna throw that in like the B tier, like low B, high C kind of area for sure. And the other thing to consider as well is that like Pyramid Head is pretty loud. Like he's pretty loud. So like oblivious, undetectable, stuff like that. It can kind of work against you if survivors are listening, right? Especially when you're dragging. Like he is a little bit louder, Now we have the Rust-Colored Egg. So the Rust-Colored Egg, injuring a survivor with Punishment of the Damned increases Rites of Judgment charge by 30%. This is okay. But to be honest, comparatively, it's not that good. It does not take very long for your Rites of Judgment charge to come back. So, like, yeah, it's not that good. It's just comparatively with like this. It's not that good. So I'm gonna throw this. To be honest, I'm gonna throw it in the D tier. I don't think it's that good at all. Like low D. Yeah, that's not very good. Like it's like one of the worst, to be honest. Yeah. Moving on, we have the Scarlet Egg. So the Scarlet Egg, survivors afflicted with torment spawn Rites of Judgment trails when sprinting. These trails last 5 seconds. And you no longer see the aura of Rites of Judgment trails. This add-on is insane. I'm gonna be honest. This is like almost an S tier add-on, but I'm gonna put it in the high A, and there's so many reasons why. The first and foremost, most obvious reason why this is really good is that survivors will torment each other now. So if you have one torment, that one tormented survivor, when they go for a rescue, when they go for a heal, when they go to take hits for each other, even if they run up to each other on a gen, they will torment each other, which is absolutely insane. This effect is really, really nice. But the other reason why this is really good, and especially right now with the fog vials in the game, is that you can track them so much easier. I've been running this add-on, and survivors will drop a fog vial, and I can't see them, but I just look at the ground. Oh, hey, there's a trail, and I follow it, and I down them. So the Scarlet Egg is absolutely insane. Very, very, very worth running. And some people, like, you might think, like, you no longer see the aura of Rites of Judgment trails. This really is not a problem at all. Pyramid Head has never needed to see his aura of trails. You still get the Killer Instinct when survivors get tormented. You still get the Killer Instinct. That's what you need. You never needed to see your trails. So this is an incredible, incredible add-on. I'm going to put it high A tier. It could even be S, but we're going to leave the Eerie's in the S tier, and Scarlet Egg is very high A tier. A plus even. It is actually insane. Okay, moving on, we get the Burning Man painting. When missing punishment of the damned, see the auras of survivors within 3 meters for 6 seconds. This is pretty good. It's pretty good. I think this is more of a add-on for kind of lesser experienced Pyramid Head players. This is really good because you can kind of see how they're moving through a wall, which is really nice, and you can kind of see how they're doubling back and stuff like that, which you'll learn anyway. This is kind of like an I'm all ears kind of effect. I would say this is like a good training wheel kind of add-on for this killer, so I'm gonna put it in the B tier. I think I'm gonna put this in the B tier, low B. Yeah, low B kind of area. It's great if you're starting out, but yeah. All right. Moving on, we got the Mannequin Foot. So Rites of Judgment trails inflict exhausted for 10 seconds. This is okay. It's not bad. And my whole thing with this add-on, I wish that it worked off of an M2. The whole thing with Rites of Judgment trails is that a lot of survivors will just hold W and they'll stay in front of you. and you won't be able to get tormented on them, right? So if a survivor's just holding W, they're gonna get their exhaustion anyway. You know, it's not really like it's gonna be hard to get that. So this add-on, and this is how a lot of Pyramid Head's add-ons before worked, is when they went into the trail, and that's kind of part of the reason why a lot of those add-ons were kind of bad. So, you know, having the exhaustion status effect, yeah, that is really nice, but because it only activates when they step into the Rites of Judgment trail, it's like, it's not that good. Like, it's not that good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in like the C tier, to be honest. Okay, so now we have the Misty Day Remains of Judgment add-on. So this add-on, what this does, injuring a survivor with Punishment of the Damned reveals their aura for 8 seconds. This is pretty solid, not gonna lie. This combined with the Burning Man painting, yeah, it's pretty solid. It's not gonna win you games for sure, but if you run this plus the Burning Man and you get those auras, so you get the aura when you miss, you get the aura when you hit, that's solid. Like, the more information you can get on survivors through walls, you can start learning how they're moving and what they're doing. Now, the one thing about this add-on that I think actually makes it kind of worse than the Burning Man is that when you hit a survivor with an M2, they will typically just run forward. Like, they will hold W and get distance off of the speed they get from the hit. So that information that you're getting from the aura quite often won't be that good. It's going to be good when you box them in. Like, think about a map like Gideon Meat Plant or Larry's. Like, you got them in the corner, right? They have high walls. You get that hit. Now you can see them. Like, that's where it's going to shine. So it's not bad. It's not bad. But the value of this can be iffy. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna throw it in the B tier. It's not as bad, it's nothing groundbreaking, but yeah, it's not terrible at all. Alright, moving on, we got the Tablet of the Oppressor, and this one I actually really like. While using Rites of Judgment, gain the undetectable status effect. So this is what we wanted from the Eerie Goblet for a long time. The Tablet of the Oppressor, with this, you're gonna be able to this is going to work really good with like stealth builds, so you'll be able to just hold M2 and go around the map, you know, undetectable, and get some hits on survivors. Like, if you were to run this plus the Iridescent Seal of Metatron, you run some aura reading and other stealth perks. This is going to be insane. You're going to be landing snipes, and it's going to be a really fun add-on on certain maps. Now, is it going to be groundbreaking? Is it going to win you games? Probably not, especially with the slowed, the movement speed reduction with holding M2. It's a fun add-on, a really cool add-on. The strength of it, however, not that great, but I could see some value happening even on strong teams. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put this in like the high B. I'm gonna put this in the high B. I think it's really cool, and it can actually have some very strong effects, especially running the Seal of Metatron add-on. So yeah, high B for that one. All right, moving on, we got the Valtiel Sect Photograph. Decreases your tear radius by 2 meters for each survivor affected by torment. So if you have every survivor tormented, you're going to have a reduction to your tear radius of 8 meters, going down from a 32 meter tear radius. This is I'll be honest, it's okay. It's not, I don't think this is that good. I'll be honest, I don't think it's that good. Like maybe you get some value. It's kind of like the whole monitor and abuse kind of thing, right? It's like maybe you get some value and you get a little closer to a survivor on a gen than you otherwise would. That's great. You know, the pre-run does hurt Pyramid Head. The other thing is that he's pretty loud anyway. On a map that's like wide open, they're gonna see you coming. Pyramid Head's a very large creature. So it's like could you get value? Absolutely. I think just run the tablet and, you know, you'll get a probably better effect, to be honest. Now, you could combo it with Monitor and Abuse, but, you know, having to combo something with an add-on just to get more value from the add-on, I don't think is exactly ideal. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put this in the C tier. I'm gonna put it in the C tier. It's not terrible, not the best. Yeah, like maybe you get some good value. That's awesome. Good for you. But yeah, it's not the best. Not the best. So now we got the Cinderella Music Box. So this decreases Punishment of the Damned's cooldown by 10%. And 10% you don't think is very much, but that is that's gonna add up. So every time that you M2, you get a slight reduction to your cooldown, and like this is going to add up. How many times are you going for an M2 in a game, right? And to have that slight reduction, that's just that little bit that you can kind of recover and come after them a lot quicker and reduce that distance. So the Cinderella Music Box, I do think, is a very solid add-on, especially if you're running the Obsidan Goblet, which increases it. This kind of minimizes the downside of the add-on. So this is really nice. This is really nice. I'm gonna say I do think that this is probably high B, low A, I think. It's just consistent value. Every single time that you're M2ing, you're gonna get value from this add-on. So it's really hard to argue with the value of that. So yeah, I'm gonna put that in the high B. We'll go high B for sure, because it's not giving you downs. It's not, you know, slowing down the game necessarily, but that value is super duper consistent. So yeah, for sure, high B. We'll go with that. Now we got the Forgotten Videotape. So the Forgotten Videotape, what this does is increases the speed at which Punishment of the Damned travels by 10%. And this, I have tested it, and it is a very strong add-on. The reason that this is really good is that the faster your M2 comes out, the harder it is to dodge, and 10% does make a difference. It is significantly harder to dodge. The closer they are, it's like really difficult for them. This is a very solid add-on, and this has the same consistency of the Cinderella Music Box. Every single time you M2, this value is getting, this add-on is getting value, right? So this is really good. And the difference between this and this is that this will help you get those hits. It's gonna help you to land those hits. So that value is incredible, very consistent, super solid add-on. And I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna throw this right in the A tier. This is going right in A tier, just under the Scarlet Egg. Very solid add-on, very worth running. This comboed with just about anything is good. With the Eerie Seal of Metatron, very good. Yeah, this is one of the best, I would say. Now we got the Leopard Print Fabric. Decreases the duration of stuns by 15% while using Rites of Judgment. And this is, honestly, this is not bad at all. Not bad. I've seen many Pyramid Heads, including myself, we like to run Enduring sometimes, because when a survivor goes through the pallet, sometimes they'll double back and actually get the stun. And so if you have Enduring, then you can kind of negate this, and you know, you don't know if the survivor is just going to hold W through the pallet. So a lot of the time you hold M2 and you drag through the pallet because you want to keep up with them, and the survivor sneakily, you know, jumps back out and goes for a stun on you. This effect, it's not bad. It's 15%, so it's not crazy, but it's nice. Like it's nice that they kind of thought of this. I'm gonna say, because of how like not often this happens where a survivor does actually go for the stun on you, I'm gonna say I'm gonna put it in like B tier. It's a nice effect. At 15%, I wish that it was more, but I mean, comboing that with Enduring, you're gonna just like you're gonna come out of the stun so fast anyway. So it's a nice effect. It's not gonna be super consistent. To be honest, I'm gonna put it low B. I like it. I think it's cool. But it's not. It's, you know, it's a quality of life thing. It's not gonna make or break your games at all. Moving on, we got the Spearhead. So when a survivor is saved from a Cage of Atonement, you see the Rescuer's aura for 8 seconds. So this is a very interesting add-on. I like this. I like this because this add-on encourages Pyramid Heads to not cage tunnel and go for the Rescuer from a cage. So this add-on is good. It's not bad. You see the loud noise notification when a survivor is uncaged, so you already know where the Rescuer is anyway. You know where both parties are from that. I think it's okay. 8 seconds that's a decent chunk of aura reading. With lethal, you up that to 10, so that's not bad. I think this add-on is really good, especially for newer Pyramid Head players, because this is going to really help you learn cage logic and where the cages spawn. So I do like this. You could get a down with it as well. If you're there, you get the double hit from the uncaged, and you get that aura. You maybe get another hit with that. So I do like that as well. I'm gonna put this in B tier, just above the Leopard Print, I think. Yeah, just above, because you'll get consistent value out of this for sure. But it's not gonna make or break. It's not the strongest, not the worst. So yeah, it's going in the B tier. Now we got the Wax Doll, and the Wax Doll is very solid. It's still a very good add-on. Just anything that increases the range without any downside, that's solid. That's really good. So yeah, you can't really argue. I mean, if you've played Pyramid Head, you know increasing your range is just very solid, and you can't really go wrong. 5%. This ups it about a meter, I believe, or half a meter, something like that. Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's good. It's going in the. I think we'll put that in the low A. We'll put it in the low A. How about that? Because it's the, you know, again, if you've played Pyramid Head, you know that this value is really good. You're getting value from this basically every M2. So yeah, you can't really go wrong with the Wax Doll. Okay, moving on, we got the Black Strap. So decreases the range of punishment of the damned by 25%, increases the width of punishment of the damned by 25%. So now we have a big, girthy, extra thick punishment of the damned. How strong is this? Debatable. Sometimes this is really, really nice. And where this is going to shine is when you have caught a survivor on a shorter loop, and now they are forced to dodge. They're forced to dodge left and right, as opposed to just staying outside of the range, right? So if you're gonna run this, I think you definitely want to run Wax Doll or maybe the Eerie Seal, just to kind of negate that range limit there. You're definitely going to want to run some range increasing, because that does hurt, but this does help a lot when you finally caught that survivor and now it's time to go for an M2 and they have to dodge. So that's super nice. This add-on is also going to absolutely shine on certain maps like RPD, certain maps like Larry's, Midwich, where there's a ton of choke points and stuff like that, where the survivor only has so much room to dodge. So yeah, this add-on can definitely shine, can definitely hurt you as well. Again, if you're gonna run it, you're really gonna want to run range increasing add-ons to negate the downside effect. But I like it. I think it is pretty good. But yeah, definitely some downsides. But yeah, not bad at all. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna throw that in the, considering you are gonna be running it with range increasing, and the fact that this is going to help you land those hits, I'm gonna chuck it in the A tier. I'm gonna chuck it in the A tier. Again, I would put it lower just like on its own, but it's like we're assuming you're gonna be maximizing the value of it. And the potential of this add-on, yeah, is definitely A tier for sure. So yeah, I'll chuck it at just above the wax doll, I think. All right, moving on, we have the copper ring. So the copper ring increases the maximum duration of Rites of Judgment by 5 seconds. It's bad. It's not good. You don't need this. Like Spearhead recharges his Rites of Judgment very fast. Just let go. You get it back like immediately. Yeah, this is poopy, stinky, very bad, not good. It's going in F tier. It's going in F. You don't need this. Don't run this. Please don't run this. It's very bad. Okay, we got the Dead Butterfly. Increases Rites of Judgment recharge rate by 10%. Really bad. You don't need this. Again, Spearhead gets his M2 back really quick. So yeah, again, Dead Butterfly. Sorry, F tier. Don't run it. Not very good. Not good at all. Just let go for 1 second. You can use your rights again. Lead Ring increases the range of punishment down by 25%, decreases the width by 25%. So this is the similar effect to the Black Strap, but I think, to be honest, I think that this is not as good as the Black Strap, because the M2... The further away a survivor is, the more time the survivor has to dodge left and right, okay? And the more time that they have to dodge left and right, Pyramid Head's M2 is one of the easier things to dodge in the game. Just move left and right. So decreasing the width at the cost of range is, I don't think it's nearly as worth. I think if you're running this and then you run like Eerie Seal, you can go for like some crazy snipes and stuff. Yeah, that's going to be really cool. But I think practicality wise, I don't think it's nearly as worth as the Black Strap with range. So yeah, I don't know. I think, what happens if you run both of these? Does it just, like, do they just cancel each other out? If you just run both, like, do they just cancel each other out? That's so silly. So yeah, I think the lead ring, yeah, you could get some interesting shots, some snipes with it, again, with the Eerie Seal, and some aura reading and stuff like that. Yeah, you could probably get some really cool snipes, but I think just... practicality wise, I don't think it's nearly as good, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna chuck it in like mid to low B tier, and we'll call it a day. So there we go. That is all of Pyramid Head's new add-ons tier listed, broken down for you. I'm so excited, dude. I am so happy with these changes. I truly cannot tell you how awesome this is for me. As a Pyramid Head enjoyer, Pyramid Head is the reason that I came back to Dead by Daylight after I took like a year break. Partly the reason why I started streaming. I just, yeah, this is awesome. We are we are truly living in a new age of Pyramid Head, and I am just all for it. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, what do you think of my placements? If you disagree, by all means, feel free to argue with me in the comments, and we can debate about it. But yeah, those are my placements, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. If you did, be sure to smash like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. I go live 4 or 5 times a week, and would love to see you over there. All right, peace out.